All right, so I'm just going to kick things off here with my Marauder 75 ton mech, so it's a heavy. We've got triple rotary 2s in one side and some medium lasers for backup. Skills mostly revolving around just cooldown, heat, armor. And I'm missing some skills because this is not a fully spec'd mech. 83 out of 91, that's why I'm playing it. Yeah. So let's see what we get today. How does the leveling system work? The leveling system in MechWarrior Online works basically by the more you play, the more EXP you get on your mech. So the more you play with a specific mech, you get more EXP for that specific mech, and then every 800 you can use 800 experience points and then purchase skill points that you can then put into the mech. It's a very greedy system because PGI is greedy, but you can also buy skill points with real money and just kind of assign them to any mech. Also, GXP exists, which is basically skill points that you can use toward any mech. Yeah, it's better to work for it. It really is. I have paid money into this system. Probably more than I should have because I love this game. But or rather, I like the MechWarrior series. But yeah, it is better to just work for it if you can. But sometimes the speed at which you earn things regularly is just slow. So it requires a lot of grinding if you want to just work for it. So that's why I have put some money into this game, but not a ton. Well, kind of a ton over time, I guess.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Fleet command.
I hear you.
Capture the target area and engage any hostiles.
Iron Man is easily my favorite Marvel hero as well. Because his suit is pretty much the coolest thing.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
And I know there's lots of games out there that have you running around in Iron Man-like suits rather than giant mechs. But those games generally play very differently. MechWarrior is much more slow and tactical than a lot of those other games. Oh. Wow, there's already a Mad Cat up there. All right. Let's see if I can hit anything. Yeah, this position is maybe not the best for dealing with things. Hold on.
We pulled some over to F7.
Ah, here we go.
Get out of there, little guy.
This guy.
Yeah, I know. I'll try to cover you. Run the UAV up, brother.
Yeah, we need to get a move on.
Target spotted.
Gotta stay with my team here. Don't want to get left behind. That is a terrible fate.
Get the missiles on that Mad Cat.
New target acquired.
Yeah, that Mad Cat's pretty exposed. There's a Piranha. He's dead. go. There's a nice, juicy target. I'll take that Marauder. Oh, there's his Mad Cat buddy, though. So those are assault mechs, so we're not quite big enough to handle those. There we go. At least not alone. There we go, here we go. Let's bring death to this Mad Cat. There we go. Dead Mad Cat. There goes that Phoenix Hawk. Okay, team seems to be doing okay so far. This is pretty standard rotate around things gameplay that's going on right here. Oop. We're gonna let the Kodiak here in front of us go in first, because he's tankier than we are. That guy is super weak. It's an AC-2 rifleman. I believe we can get him. Maybe? Yes. Here we go. Ah, if I could stop and aim properly. Here we go. Maybe. How is that guy's other torso not gone? Okay, here we go. Alright. My racks got all jammed up there.
Yeah, I wonder where the choke comes from.
Target acquired.
What do we got left here?
Stupidity around here.
New target acquired.
So another rifleman. Another one. That's a regular one, I think. It's a Piranha. Oh, I lost my racks. Oh no. That's not good. They're not jammed. They're gone. That's very bad. That's most of my firepower right there. I think he's out of ammo, that Piranha. I think he's actually... There we go. But we got him. We cleaned them all up.
Happy to hear of your success and achievements on the surface.
Whew. Oh, that stupid Piranha. That's probably what caused me to lose all my racks there. All right. So this is what I was talking about earlier about the XP and everything. So we won. We destroyed components. We got some kills, kill assists. Various things contribute to your overall score. You get in-game currency and you get EXP. I also have premium time activated right now, which means I'm getting additional bonuses here. Also first win of the day bonus. This is okay. It's not the best performance, but it's acceptable. 457 damage done there. That was all right. And then, actually, I'll further the demonstration. Yes, you are rewarded. The better you play, the more you get. Like, you can, it's not just about playing and winning, okay? Like, if your team wins, yes, that contributes, but just playing and winning isn't enough. You have to, your individual performance is calculated. No. This game it is sort of slanted towards rewarding damage. So, like, the more damage you do, the higher your overall scoring is going to be. It is a bit weighted towards damage, so heavier mechs do tend to do better. However, light mechs, like these smaller mechs that have less firepower, also have a lot of other special bonuses they can get. Among the most common is, like, scouting. Scouting is something, like, if you're the very first person to target and gain information on an enemy mech, you get a special bonus that helps build your score. So even though you're a light mech that doesn't deal much damage, you can still have methods by which you can accumulate score. It's just a little trickier to do. Like, heavy and assault mechs are easy to play because they're easy to understand. Just shoot enemy, get score. You know, get damage done, and you will... Yeah, high level versus low level players. That's literally it right there. Like, if you're brand new to this game, I highly recommend you start out with an assault or a heavy, because it's... Playing a medium or a light especially requires much more map knowledge and much more care, because light mechs can be destroyed very easily, and you might find yourself not having very much fun at first if you don't know exactly what you're doing. So light mechs and mediums are for more experienced players for sure. However, the only thing is that this game, like, even the experienced players just get better at playing heavies and assaults too. So, like, yeah, it's honestly just more fun to have more weapons anyway. So it's like lights and mediums are more like an option. But honestly, you may have noticed I have 24 assault mechs, whereas I have only 11 lights, 8 mediums, and 10 heavies. I'm thinking of adding another heavy that I found recently, but, like, assault mechs are kind of the way to go, really. Sure, you can die to a well-played light mech, but you know what's better than a well-played light mech? A team. If your team is covering you, light mechs are actually kind of useless. But... So light mechs are basically designed around trying to disrupt the enemy team and mess with them. Try to get them to make mistakes that the light mechs can then capitalize on using their high-speed maneuverability to break the enemy lines and backstab people. It can be an effective strategy, but generally that only works in uncoordinated settings like quick play, where nobody's talking to each other, or few people are. Anyway, so this mech is not fully spec'd yet, but I can fix that. I can fix that partially. So this is how you do it. You just we had those experience points. We go to add SP, click on how we want to add them. We want to add them from our mech experience points that we just got a bunch of. I can add 7. Cool. I also have to pay a cost in C-bills, which is the in-game currency we also earned. So I have to pay for that as well. So that's 7 more points that I have. That puts me at 90, actually. Now, I had a build for this mech already set up. It's just a standard rotary build, isn't it? Load. Now, here's the one thing. Unfortunately, all of my different skill tree layouts are all jammed into one list, so I kind of have to sit here and find the one that I had set up for this. What was I using for this? Oh, yeah, of course. I know what I was using for this. It's obvious, right? I'm just using the Fafnir and Annihilator rack setups. No, I'm not using this setup. That is the wrong setup. Uh-oh. What was I using for this? Well, it would be something with racks in it. Sorting through this list is a pain. Was I actually using this? No, it couldn't be that. Like, it literally can't be this build, can it? Actually, yes, it can. Yeah, that's right. What am I thinking? This mech doesn't have an ECM. Okay. Yeah, so this is what, this is actually exactly what I want right here. Okay. Excellent. All right, so I'll just take off one of these and apply these changes. I'll have advanced zoom, radar deprivation, good. Okay, I mean, if you want me to explain what all of these skill nodes are, I will, but really all you need to know is firepower, less heat buildup, more ammo, better cooldowns, armor, survivability. These we don't need. Radar deprivation, so it's easier for me to break target lock once I leave line of sight. Enhanced zoom, so I can zoom in further, and some special stuff to enhance my cool shots and artillery strikes, which, by the way, now that I have those nodes unlocked, do I have them both? No, I don't. I have cool shot. Might as well add an artillery strike. Yes, 91. 91 skill points is the maximum you can have on any mech. All the mechs, all the skill trees look the same. Like, just for clarification, this, all these skill tree things right here, this looks the same for every single mech in the game. All of them. The values might be different, like, based on the size of the mech. Like, you might have armor hardening, like, 2% instead of 1.5 or something. They might have different values, but all the trees themselves look the same for every mech. And they're all organized the same way as well. The maximum level is 91. I have 90, so I'm just 1 point shy. I need 800 XP for one skill node, so I literally just have to play this mech one more time and it will be maxed. So, the good thing about the Marauder that I'm playing right now is that it's very useful in general. Meaning it's kind of good everywhere. It's a good mech with decent range on its weapons, a solid amount of firepower, respectable defense, acceptable speed. Like, it's a good all-around mech that can kind of handle most situations just fine. This, of course, is in contrast to certain mechs that I own that are very, very situational, where they're exceptionally good in particular circumstances and exceptionally bad in others. But balanced mechs are important to have here and there. Just so you're not so map reliant. But of course specialized mechs are more fun to play if you can get them into their specialized situations.
All systems nominal. Override engage.
Fleet command. Capture the target area and engage any hostiles.
Okay, so here on Canyon Network, if I can get up this, thank you, game. The enemy should be enemies maybe coming out of here soon, and if I can get in position. We will pelt them from long range. Of course, they're pelting us back, but that's a Warhawk. Surprising.
New target acquired.
A Griffin up there.
Artillery strike online.
Our team's a little spread out right now. I'm honestly not sure where our team thinks they're going. That Griffin. Ah, crap. There are some disadvantages to this mech. For example, no jump jets, no ECM. So this mech with all its, this map with all its canyons is gonna be kind of obnoxious to deal with because I can't really climb these walls without jump jets.
New target acquired.
Jump jets are basically exactly what you think they are. That guy's dead.
Destroyed.
They allow you to jump around and whoa, hi there. I have racks too. In fact, I think I have more than you do.
Artillery strike.
However, I'm jammed up now. Both of us are probably jammed up now.
Target acquired.
Question is he still over there? It looks like he is still over there. And it looks like he's just standing there and taking it. Kind of. I'm happy with you standing there and taking it. I just didn't think that you would. Ah, okay. That's a Marauder 2. That's a big boy version of what we're playing, so that's not a good thing for us to really be fighting. Ah, yep.
Please, guys, where are you?
Okay. Well, I did what I could. Our team's kind of all over the place. Like, look at this map. Like these blue dots right here. Yeah, the blue dots, the green dots. These are us. The enemy team's all clumped together, and we're kind of like scattered all over the place. So we're kind of in a weird spot right now. Somehow we're winning. Like normally sticking together is the way to go, and like somehow we're winning right now. I don't know how that's possible, but it's happening.
Ammo at 25%.
This guy has a good build, by the way. This is a nice light mech build. Looks like he's gonna die anyway, but
Critical damage.
he's trying though. Yeah, he tried. He did pretty good for being legged like that. He lost a leg there, but he was still fighting okay. This guy in the Kit Fox isn't gonna be able to contribute much.
New target.
That guy's going down. We're 8-8 so far. It's actually a close game. That's why I'm still sticking around. If it wasn't close, I would just leave. Oh no, we're starting to lose now. Oh, here's a bushwhacker with triple rotaries. He seems to be doing just fine for himself. Or he was. Oh.
Warning, incoming missile.
Oh no, he's out of ammo. Oh no. Oh, he's out of ammo. That's terrible. That's terrible news. I guess we're switching over to the Timberwolf here that was right next to him. Looks like there's an enemy bushwhacker. And he's shut down. Oh, that's bad. That's bad news for him. Okay, so it looks like we should be able to win. He's out of ammo. So this mech right here is our actual last mech. We have one enemy left. Oh my gosh, why is it a Warhawk? Why is there an enemy Warhawk? He's basically fresh. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, this is very bad. Especially if our Timberwolf keeps making terrible plays like that. Yeah, this isn't gonna work out very well. I can already tell.
Left torso, critical damage. Level critical.
Yeah. It's not over, but it's not good. Not looking good. Oh my gosh. Dude, turn more. Yep. This guy did not turn enough. And that's game. That Timberwolf was not a very good pilot. He kept missing his shots like by a wide margin. He was panic shooting, I think. But it was close. But even with that loss, I think my premium time will give me enough of a bonus. I think I should get enough for the last skill point, maybe? Yes, I did. Let's go ahead and grab that last skill point. Alrighty. And you know something else? I'm going to rename this file so that I can find it. Again later if I need it. I need to redo my I need to redo all this giant list. I need to redo this to kind of fit things a little better. Okay. So, you know what? I came to a conclusion recently. How much would this sell for? This mech I no longer need, and I want to buy another mech in its place, but I don't have enough C-bills for it yet, even if I sold this. Crap. So I am saving up for that mech to replace this one. I decided I found something better than this. Let's see, what to play now? Actually, I think, yeah, let's go with some Shadowcat sniper action here. This is one of my favorite mechs. It's got ECM, which makes it really hard to target. It's got lots of jump jets. It's pretty fast. It's a solid medium mech. I just walk around with a bunch of large lasers and shoot people from really, really far away, so that it's very hard for them to answer back. It's basically just free damage. If you can find the right position, you kind of have to know where to go. But it's lots of fun. Assuming you don't get one particular map. Yeah, I kind of feel like... Do I want to spend a vote on this? Yeah, heck yeah. We'll vote for Tourmaline just to make sure we get it. This is actually a pretty good map to show off the sniping abilities of the Shadowcat.
How's it going, everybody?
Hey.
Going good. How about you?
Doing well, thank you.
All right.
Good day, cunts.
Good enough.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command to all warriors on the surface. Your task is to wipe away
Uh-oh. Oh, oh no, my weapon groups aren't set up right. That's okay. I'll fix it. All right. So I apologize in advance for any foul language you might hear. I cannot control the other people in this game. If I hear enough, I'll mute them, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. So we're just gonna climb up this this rock formation over here, and
Target acquired.
there we go.
Where are you going, Fafnir?
That guy has the range to actually shoot back at us. He's very preoccupied by us.
Online.
Uh-oh. What's this?
Affirmative.
Somebody down. Aha. Cicada over there.
Acquired.
Target spotted.
There's the enemy assault lance. That's another Warhawk. Probably lined with PPCs. We are going to frustrate the enemy team as much as we can. Ooh. I'm not dealing a ton of damage, but I am dealing a good amount of it.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
And it's mostly free.
Destroyed.
I am concerned. Oh. I am concerned that eventually the enemy is going to rotate around through here, so I may or may not need to reposition. I mean, the more time they spend wasting time on me, the better. Yeah, see, look at that. They're still aiming up.
All over at Fox 6. Fox 6.
Yeah. They're still aiming up, trying to hit me. Oh, I'm gonna disengage arm lock so I can shoot
Target acquired.
down here at these guys. Unfortunately, that's a torso-mounted weapon, so I can't do that.
New target acquired.
Come on, gotta get into the right position here. It's hard to see when I'm aiming this far down below me. The trade-off is that they are gonna have a hard time hitting me in return. Because it's hard for them to aim up as much as it is hard for me to aim down. Ugh. Oh! Hey, there's an enemy UAV right in front of my face. I'll go ahead and remove that. Oh, here's some more enemies right here. Here we go.
Left torso critical damage.
Okay, actually, might be time to leave.
At 25%.
Uh-oh.
Damage.
Ugh. I landed directly on top of that guy. I was like, why am I stopping? Oh, because I'm on top of him. Okay, so sniper builds, one of the risks you run with sniper builds is if your team dies really quickly and you're the only one left, that doesn't tend to work out very well. That's sort of what happened here with me. My team is basically all gone already.
Artillery strike.
Yeah, this is basically a foregone conclusion here.
Critical damage.
Yep.
This is Clan Command. Respond.
Yeah, so if your team dies, that's, that kind of leaves you without any protection. Well, really, you just need them as a distraction. Like, I was just sitting up on top of the hill, basically, shooting down on them, and that I was fine as long as the enemy is too distracted dealing with my guys on the ground there. I can basically get a ton of free shots off, but if my team dies quickly, that means I didn't get as much time to deal all the damage that I could have dealt if I'd had more time. So this mech is very much favored to longer games. The longer the game is, the better things will be for us. Also, the longer the range is, too. That was the other thing, is, like, on Tourmaline, like, you can get some good sniper shots off at first, but then, like, everybody's, like, right below us, and, like, I had to do... Yeah, the longer the game lasts, the better, but, the number of turns, number of turns around... around the racetrack, I suppose. Because that's what most people do in this game. They just play Ring Around the Rosie. Each team chasing after the other one. Yeah, the more turns go by, the more damage I deal. That's kind of how it works. Also, longer ranges are helpful. Like, at close range, this mech doesn't perform as well, so I need nice long-range terrain that I can work with. Looks like everybody readied up pretty quick in this game. So we're going to be...
Reactor online.
We're going to be jumping in the action right away. That's good.
Online.
This mech, this map is very hit or miss.
Command to warriors. Capture resources and wipe the...
Also, I am a Shadowcat in Charlie Lance? What? Oh my gosh, this is an incredibly light game.
We've captured Gamma.
What the heck? And that Warhawk isn't in...
Kappa is under control.
That Warhawk's not in Charlie Lance, but I am?
Is now controlled by...
That doesn't make sense at all.
At 25%.
That's Max. Keep Max, Captain.
Fucking whiteout, man. Can't see shit.
Yeah, hard to see anything. Some of PGI's decisions don't make a lot of sense.
Target.
This is one of them.
Target
Artillery
spotted.
online.
Like, all this snow and haze here makes it really hard to tell what's going on.
That's fine.
The enemy has resource point data.
New target acquired.
Oh, there we go. There's a Fafnir.
Target spotted.
Or something. Yeah, that's a Fafnir. It's really far away, but I am technically still dealing damage to it. I will happily shoot at it all day.
Target spotted.
Evan Yeager. Oh, want that Fafnir, though. I want the Fafnir.
Delta.
Fafnir is very dangerous. It's good to get it off the field. The enemy team is finally coming close enough for me to see them.
Artillery strike.
We're going after Gamma.
Target spotted.
Head for signal.
Heat level critical.
I'm gonna pop a cool shot there, temporarily enhance our cooling so that I can keep shooting at them as much as possible.
Golf.
Beat up. So,
I think I'm about to be overrun, though. Yeah, time to leave. Time to run away now.
Kappa.
Quickly as possible.
There's Kappa.
Their assault mechs are over here.
And Gamma.
Target spotted.
Ow. Nope, got shot in the back. Chased down by a faster mech. Oh well.
They're all
This map is too small. That's that, and the blinding snow is not terribly great. But it's honestly, this map is too easy to get around with the buildings. It's easy for brawlers and closer range mechs to close ranks with all the cover. So this is a very mediocre map for my sniper mech, unfortunately.
Garland.
Target spotted.
This urban mech is running 3 light PPCs. Why? Why would you do that? It seems very strange.
Target spotted.
Pull together. Alpha.
This Arctic, yeah. Here's another Arctic cheetah running mass machine guns. He's a point blank build. They have a ton of SRMs. I just realized that enemy team's got lots of mechs with SRMs on it. What is this guy doing?
New target acquired.
I mean, is he trying to be sneaky? I guess. Oh no, he's not actually going after capture points, is he? No, please don't do that. Yep, he just got blindsided by a larger mech. Yeah, there we go. That's what killed him. Yep, and that's game. No point in sticking around for the last one to die. Okay, let's try something else. Actually, let's try some heavy Goss shenanigans of our own. It seemed to work out for that Fafnir before. Let's play my own Fafnir here. So we are a super close range, heavy pinpoint damage mech. We walk up to people and tear components off of them, but we have to be really close to do it. We do have an ECM to make it very hard for the enemy to target us, so that will help us to get close. But it will also depend on what kind of map we get. Honestly, the map we were just on would be great for this mech. Actually, all these maps are pretty good. Like, sort of. Oh my gosh. All of them had 25% there for a second. Looks like I'm actually getting what I voted for, which is not what I expected. I voted for the one that I didn't think was going to win, but okay. Fine, I guess. So, Avalon, what other streams you watching? What games are they playing? Anything interesting? Final Fantasy VII Remake. Stellaris. DK64. Okay. Interesting. That's an interesting list.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Yeah, from what I've seen of the game, it kind of is.
The speed stick isn't something that you can
Override
use like
engaged.
on your hard disk. It just boosts your speed, like how the ammo boosts.
What was the question?
How do you speed tweak?
It just adds speed by a percentage. So if you increase your 5%, and it was 50 Ks, you'll do 52.5.
I've seen a little bit of DK64. It does look a little bit messed up in places. I think I remember playing that like years ago when I was a kid.
Okay, so we can all push the Citadel.
I don't remember too much about it.
The Cyclops the Cyclops is going for the Citadel. Not my favorite spot, but I'll give it a crack.
80% broken mechanics and 20% tech demo. Huh.
Guys in Fox 4 keep.
Uh-oh.
They're faster than us, they're already there.
This is bad.
Target spotted.
Come on, fat dear. Get your fat ass out here.
Target spotted.
Trying.
Got a bunch of them in Gulf 7. Artie chucking Gulf 7. I'm going right for the Citadel now. Making a break.
Alright, let's do it.
Guys, stick with me.
New target
Right
acquired.
here for E10.
Alright. So we need to be in as close as possible for our weapons to really work out well.
Rolling up. Push up.
Yeah, they're all at Gulf 7, so it's good for us.
New target acquired.
I'm almost there. I've almost caught up with the team. Assuming I'm not picked off by a light because that my
Guys,
team's
right now,
leaving me alone.
You're right, that's what's gonna happen.
Should be fine.
Acquired.
Oh,
That's you, Wolverine, you're next. Get out, Wolverine, get out.
New target acquired.
although, you know what else might be nice is if my team softens up the enemy team, I can go in there and clean up. Although it looks like my team is just losing, so... Yeah, we're down 3 already. Getting people backing up right into me. I'll take that kill, though.
It's not. Okay. Get in the back fucking.
Sure would be nice if I could see things. Here, let's try night vision. Let's see if that does anything.
Target spotted.
Got an assailant.
New target acquired.
Got somebody.
Down on this too.
Ah, there we go. I think it hit his arm.
Down that flank. Incredible. Come on, boy.
There we go. Enjoy some heavy gauze.
Not like you.
That's not gonna work. I need to cool down a bit. I'm actually getting further away from the enemies. That's not good.
Call your target.
I'll take that component, though.
Oh, I just got caught.
It's another Fafnir over there. That's not terribly good.
Critical. New target acquired.
Yeah, there's another Fafnir over there.
They're pushing left now.
Critical.
We're smacking each other pretty hard. Ah, dang it. Yeah, that Fafnir came in after I was already damaged. Yeah, our team just lost too many people too early. That was just bad teammates. Nothing you can do to account for them. When you're 0-3 and the match has barely started in a 12v12, that's just bad teammates. Move on to the next match. That is a sad reality of this game. With it being a 12v12, it's very easy for your teammates to just screw you over by being bad. Ugh. Let's see. What to do next? So many choices. I kind of want to do something with PPCs, though. Yeah, you know what? How about that triple heavy PPC awesome? Let's give that a try. Let's make sure our weapon groups are good. They are. Okay. PPCs can be fun. You just got to be really, really accurate. High risk, high reward weapon. If your aim is good, your damage will be too. If it's not, then you're in trouble. My aim is meh. Kind of depends. We'll see how it goes. This mech has much more range than the Fafnir does. Maybe some light mechs after this? Yeah. Might be fun to do some backstabbing. Oh my gosh. It finally shows up. Frozen City. We're not going to get it, but I'm going to vote for it anyway. There is a mech called the Assassin. It's not a terribly good mech, but there are a lot of really good mechs for assassinating other mechs. I'll bring out the Piranha next. I've got a couple Piranhas that like to shred enemies. We'll play some light mechs after this. Those matches can be very exciting. That feeling of euphoria when you sneak up behind somebody and they have no idea that you're there, about to core them in the back. I usually prefer damage over tankiness. However, in this game, those two things are almost synonymous. The bigger your mech is, the more weapons it carries, and the more armor and structure it has. There's some level of variation. Some mechs are tankier than others, but generally speaking, it's more or less about what weight class you pick. Speed maneuverability is what you get if you go lower.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource point. Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
All right. Oh, look at that. River City at night, so we can't see anything. Great. You know what I really prefer, though? I would prefer for PGI to make maps where you can just see and not have to rely on their crappy night vision or just be stuck in the dark. That would be great if that were to happen. If PGI were to realize that games are about fun and not realism. Like, realism is cool only if it's supporting the funness of the game.
Confirming that we have possession of Kappa. Resource point Theta is ours. We have Gamma. Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Can't get these trees out of my way, unfortunately. Did that actually hit? No. That was some lasers.
New target acquired. New target.
There's a lot of quick movers trying to move around and get Kappa. They're trying to go for points over damage here.
Target spotted.
Tricky thing about PPCs is we can't get too close to our enemies or we won't be able to deal any damage. For some reason,
Playing some lights over here.
Target spotted.
we decided... Yeah, that's another weird decision that PGI made. Oh. PPCs at point-blank range are no good. You actually don't deal any damage at 90 meters or closer for no reason. So we actually don't want to be too close.
Target spotted.
Crap.
Warning, incoming
Target
missile.
spotted.
Warning, incoming missile.
The enemy is
Smack that guy.
Warning, incoming missile.
Man, somehow he's able to hit me from down there? Those ATMs or something?
Target acquired.
No, those are LRMs. There we go. I'll take that side torso, please. Thank you. CT's pretty crit out. I actually can't damage him. There we go.
New target acquired.
Team seems to be doing better.
target spotted.
2 and 2
New target
so far. Where is...
New
Oh.
target acquired.
There's a little guy. Also, the sun is coming out. You can actually see things. Cool. I need to be pointed at bigger targets than that flea, though.
Acquired.
We have gained Epsilon.
Ooh, there we go. Good shot to the back.
Acquired.
Take this guy's pulse lasers away if I can. Oh, crap. I wasn't overridden. That's bad. That's not good. Yep. That's another thing. Shut down due to overheat. I wish there was a way to make override automatic, but instead you have to remember it every game. Otherwise, you shut down in the middle of a fight, just like I did if you accidentally go over your heat limit. Override will let you stay active in exchange for taking damage for all the time you're overheated, but if you just barely hit the heat limit,
New target.
I mean, why should you be punished so hard by having to shut down and start up again?
Collected 50% of their resources.
Override is just the smarter way to play, but you have to remember to do it each and every time you play a game. There's no way to automatically set it.
New target acquired.
Not sure where this game's going.
New target acquired.
Looks like my team should be winning here. Like this Cougar right here. Looks like he could probably take out all the remaining enemy mechs because they're all tiny mechs.
Level critical.
Still lose on cap.
New target acquired. Heat level critical.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
I wish his aim was a little better. He's hurting our ally more than our enemy here. Yeah, it looks like he's just gonna go work on caps.
Resource point Theta is out.
Locust versus Locust action, where they're both basically completely submerged in the water.
Come on, some of our lights cap.
New
The
target
enemy is
acquired.
legged though. He's kind of toast now.
Locus isn't going anywhere.
Yep,
Get Gulf.
yep. Just get caps. Get the caps, call it a day.
New target acquired.
We've captured resource point Sigma. We have gained Epsilon.
Yeah, this is just the waiting game at this point.
Target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
There's that commando over there. Sure wish I had control over who I was switching to so I could just switch to the people who are in the action.
Target spotted. We have
Target destroyed.
there. One final
New
push.
target acquired.
That commando cannot possibly defeat all of these mechs.
Destroyed.
Yeah, there we go.
We've gathered enough resources.
And game.
This triumph will provide us huge tactical benefits.
I think I've seen just about enough of River City, though. Even though that wouldn't actually be bad. Okay, time to switch to our backstabbers. PPCs were kind of fun, but we took off some components, did some things, but let's try some light mechs. Let's go for the backstabbers. Let's see, which backstabber today? Let's go with machine guns. Mass heavy machine guns. We don't have much ammo, but we don't need much ammo because we should be hitting the enemy from the rear, which means they will have far less armor to protect them. Our job is to go in and just rip components off the enemy from behind. Piranhas are super effective at doing it if you can get behind them undetected. If not, well, you might find yourself chased around by other light mechs. That's not generally good. That's not what the Piranha's supposed to do, but we can fight other light mechs as well. We have the firepower, it's just that light mech battles are akin to jousting, like medieval jousting, only really, really fast. It's hard to actually hit anything when you're both running around at 150 plus kilometers per hour. I'm thinking Solaris would be our best bet, but it looks like we're getting Rubelite Oasis instead. So how are you liking Final Fantasy VII Remake? I've already watched most of that game. It looks pretty good to me. It does. It looks pretty nice. It looks like they did a good job on it. Well, yeah, the story and the plot is pretty set in stone, more or less. They made some additions, but they didn't actually change the overall thing.
Howdy, fuckers. We're dropping.
They added a ton of detail and stuff.
Well, Bangles, how you doing, man?
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command to warriors. Capture resources and wipe the surface clean of any enemies. Resource point Sigma is now controlled by the enemy. We've captured
Okay.
Gamma.
We have people that have no clue how to play their rights.
Why is that? Why would it be bad if the second game is like that? Like, again, it's a Final Fantasy VII Remake. The story is pretty much... Like, they can make additions, they can add more depth and detail, but they should, for the most part, stick to the story they had and not, like, mess with it. Otherwise, it's not a remake, it's a brand new
Artillery
game.
Strike online.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, in that case, sure.
Target acquired.
Maybe in that case it should be like that, I suppose, but
Negative. Resource point Epsilon is ours.
doing conquest, which means
Affirmative.
we'll be doing a lot of running around.
Metroid, you around?
Target spotted.
There he is.
Target spotted.
It's not ideal to be shooting at another light with our limited ammo, but we can.
Target spotted.
We can soften him up a little bit. I don't want to spend all day doing that, though.
New target acquired.
Let's instead get in this guy's face and make him regret life. We're gonna lose our arms. They don't have any armor.
Box 4, box 4.
Not too worried about that. Keeping this guy busy is honestly a better choice anyway. Let's see if I can't find an assault mech or something. That's what I would like to be doing. Where are the enemy assaults?
Come on.
Target spotted.
The big giant target's taking damage. Take advantage of it, please.
Multiple targets, data.
Do not
Like this guy! Here we go. Avalon, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Something like that, where you walk up behind him and get more damage than that. He turned around because his ally warned him. That's what happened. His ally told him that I was coming.
25%. Critical damage.
So that's why that happened. But
target spotted.
imagine a situation where that king crab did not see us coming. Urgh. I need to get behind someone when they're unaware so that I can rip components out of them.
New target acquired.
If they know I'm coming, oh, that catapult's not a good target.
New target acquired.
That wolfhound might be, though. Maybe. get close enough to him. If he stops for a second. Like that! Ha! Got in his back and killed him right away. Oh no. Somebody got my torso. I'm gonna just shoot this king crab. Uh-oh. That's the guy. That's the guy I need to get away from. He has LB-20 shotgun. That's not good. I'm almost out of ammo anyway. Ah, dang it. Okay.
Nice and secure.
Alright. That actually wasn't so bad. I got a kill. Got behind a lot of people. Distracted them. Broke up their team. That is exactly what we're supposed to do. Oof. This catapult packs a punch. But he's out of weapons now. Yeah, he's dead. That's a dead catapult.
New target acquired.
He's just waiting to die.
Strike online.
I gotta beat us some points.
Defeat is upon us. Do not bring shame on yourself.
The matchmaking is
We have taken Sigma.
I would call the matchmaking in this game mediocre. Like, it's not great, but it's not bad either. It's like some days you'll get teammates that are just terrible, and other days you'll get teammates that are great. Like some days the terrible people are on the enemy side, and some days the terrible people are on your side. That's just all there is to it. It's kind of meh. But it's at least somewhat reasonable. I would say that I win about as many games as I lose. Like, we're about to win this game. Even though I died, like, my team is still going to carry this to a victory, though. At least they should. There's only one enemy mech left. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they just have to split up and take the points is all. We're behind on capture objectives here. But we're taking 3 at once, so we're about to win. The enemy's at Sigma taking Sigma, but yeah, I did like 200 and something damage for a light mech for a 20-tonner. Like 20 tons is the lightest mech in the game. A Piranha dealing that much damage, that's pretty good. Like I could have done more damage than I did if I had gotten luckier, but I'm satisfied with this game. Like this was a decent game. Could have been better, but it could have been worse.
We're halfway there.
Yeah, so see now Sigma's the only point left. There's no way, and it's not even capped. Yeah, who's at Sigma stopping that from happening? Yeah, here we go. There's the last enemy mech right there, and he's all kinds of messed up. There we go.
Warriors, victory is ours.
Nice. Let's try that again and see what happens. Do I go with machine guns again? No. You know what? I'm going to go with something even riskier. I'm going to go with laser drill Piranha. The laser Piranha can rip whole components off really, really easily, but the downside to the laser Piranha is that it's really not very good in a light mech fight. So if you're unlucky, that's not good. I don't even know what to vote for. Here we go. Frozen City Classic. Okay. So this could be either really good or really bad, depending on how things go. This is a very swing-heavy backstabber here. And again, everyone readied up immediately, which means the match starts pretty quick.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay. Well, let's do what all the cool light mechs do. Let's head straight for the tunnel. If I can get up to the tunnel. In this whiteout, I can't see anything. Ugh. It's terrible. I mean, I guess this helps me out in the sense that the enemy won't be able to see me. But
Where do you guys want to put a firing line?
this is still not ideal.
Catch my Bravo 4.
That's probably where they are. It's worth pushing it.
Charlie 4, Bravo 4. So,
Stupid snowstorm map. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. The enemy team was way behind. That's very bad.
Cheetah's almost there.
I did not realize the enemy assaults would be that far behind.
Enemy UAV of us near Bravo 4. 2 of them. Well, actually, 1 of them. I can't reach that high.
Target spotted.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get that back down.
Damage.
All 4 enemy assaults are in the tunnel.
Copy.
So push all those mediums and stuff there. Shove them over. All their assaults are in the freaking tunnel.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
I'm charging. The assault's in the place.
Target spotted.
That is super weird.
Acquired.
Affirmative.
That is not something I ever expected to see. All their assaults went into the tunnel like that. That's so crazy. It's hard to believe that that happened.
Bravo CT.
Yeah, Timberwolf is ripped apart.
Acquired.
Target spotted.
We're a little hot. Uh-oh. I should override before anything happens. Oh my gosh, there's the enemy assault lance. What are my odds of being able to get behind? Meh, looks like.
Target spotted.
Kind of. Distracting this blood-ass pretty badly. I think I just killed the Mad Cat. Nice. Ugh. Oh no. About to lose a leg. Did I help? I think I just helped kill another mech right there. Why am I still alive? 12 and 0.
It was close.
Good, good aggression gets you.
GG. 12 and 0.
Yep, I think we got them all.
12 and 0. Our team, we just squashed that enemy team. I don't know why they sent all their assault mechs through the tunnel.
Yeah, that was dumb as hell.
Yeah, that was
To do it.
such a stupid decision by the enemy team. That was one of the weirdest matches I've seen in a long time. where the enemy assault lance decides to go through the tunnel there, like, that delayed them so horribly. Like, that means their slowest mechs are traveling the longest route around to try and get a better position. By the time that happens, we'll have cleaned up the other half of their team. And that's exactly what happened. We killed all the mediums and all the lights by the time the assaults even arrived. Yeah. Well, no, wait. Isn't that the opposite of the Leroy Jenkins approach? Like, Leroy Jenkins, didn't he, like, charge in alone and his team kind of got dragged with him? But, like, that's kind of the opposite. That's more like your mediums and your lights charged in and you didn't follow them and you just, like, took the longest possible route to get around. Either way, that was so crazy. We mopped them up. No losses. I didn't die. Somehow, some way, I got a kill. Didn't die. Did tons of damage. That was amazing. That was a crazy game. What was that? I'm going to vote Frozen City because I know it won't get picked. But this helps build up my vote. I still love this, by the way. This is the best. This is one of the best things about this game. If your map doesn't get picked, it increases the strength of your vote next time you go to pick a map. I still think that is an incredibly good system. So I picked Frozen City because I knew it wouldn't get picked, but it'll increase the strength of my vote. So next time I'm playing a sniper mech that requires a particular type of map, I can go ahead and have a stronger vote count towards that when I need it. Right now, like, the Piranha's usually pretty good on most maps, except Polar. Yeah, the Piranhas, I don't know, man. Like, light mechs are always the toss of the dice. Even if you're really, really skilled with the mech, you could always just get unlucky and be spotted by another enemy Piranha, and then the two of you joust, and you don't get much done. Or you could have games where you just get, like you accidentally walk in front of an assault and they get lucky and they actually, pop you with gauze rifles or something. Like, some weird things can happen. Then again, I could also get lucky and core someone from behind and just straight up kill them. That sometimes happens. Light mechs are very much a roll of the dice, and they take a lot of skill just to master being able to roll those dice. Like, I might seem okay right now, but it's only after a lot of practice that I've gotten to this point. And also, not Conquest again. I keep forgetting to vote against Conquest. So here's a map where we are almost guaranteed to run into enemy lights. I have another fellow Piranha here with me, it looks like.
Kappa is under control.
Override engaged.
Yeah.
Resource point
Yeah,
Sigma is
because
controlled by the enemy.
I really shouldn't be alive after running into 4 assault mechs like that. I kind of shouldn't be. But somehow I am. Let's see, sticking around with these buddies of mine is only going to end up
Need assistance?
causing us to get stuck fighting other light mechs. I don't like that idea. I'm going to run away and go around the other way.
The enemy has captured Epsilon.
I don't want to deal with that.
Sorry. Target spotted.
Nope.
Target spotted. The enemy has resource point data.
Uh-oh. I'm just gonna kind of like run right through the enemy team right there. That's a super risky move, but my risk to take. I'm just gonna keep running away now.
Damage. Left arm destroyed.
I got into the back of that,
Visor destroyed.
Mad Cat, so I'm just gonna call that a victory. And walk with it. Oh. I kind of wanted to hit Sigma. This is a weird map to play on because it's Conquest. Like, if this weren't Conquest, I'd be so much happier right now. But because it's Conquest, like, we have these weird objectives we have to get. Meaning it's hard. The enemy team is not bunched up, meaning it's kind of weird to try and get any backstabs off in a situation like this because the enemy light mechs are running around in various
Target
places.
acquired.
And you never know where they're going to show up. So if they show up to contest you, yeah, things can get real awkward real quick.
We have taken Sigma.
I'll take this. Thank you. So right now our team is losing.
Keep holding the
Very badly, it looks like.
Kappa is under control.
Conquest is just such a bad game mode.
New target acquired.
That's the real problem.
Left torso. Destroyed. Left leg.
Yep, that's death.
Right.
Ugh. That depends on what map it's on. Conquest is a weird game mode because it demands that your team split up. That's the problem. It makes the victory condition is split up your team and try to take as many capture points as possible. So that's a problem because you don't know, like, it's rolling the dice even more. Like, the enemy might decide to stick together and, like, take points one at a time, in which case if you split up, they'll just destroy your team one piece at a time, and then if they can then split up and then take the points because you're all dead. Or they might try to split up and take more capture points, and on certain maps that are very, very large, the distance between capture points is so long that you could run out of time trying to get them by other means. So, like, if they split up and get a bunch of capture points, they might lose the war. I've actually played games of Conquest where we killed all the enemy mechs and we still won. We killed all the enemy mechs and we still lost because they had the capture points, and the capture points, we ran out of time. Basically, they stalled us just long enough for their capture point advantage to just win them the game. So, Conquest is, in my opinion, the worst mode in this game. I don't know why people like it. I mean, I guess because it's different from basically all the other game modes that basically devolve down into kill your opponent and win the game. But that's kind of what this game's about, so I don't understand why anyone would go for it. I really don't. In any event, let's try... let's go back to Machine Gun Piranha. I'll go back to Laser Piranha one more time after this. We'll see how that goes. Also, there's things like how do you divide up your team, and everybody just kind of goes wherever they want because there's no coordination. Because, like, what if you have, like, you drop in 3 separate groups? Like, what if you have a thing where, like, all your assaults go one way, and your lights go another way, and then your mediums, like, split up and go in random places to like, try and help out, and, like, Yeah, Conquest is very strange. It requires more tactical planning than is possible in a group of 12 random people. So it's just a roll of the dice. Conquest can go one way or the other, and there's almost nothing that even skilled players can do to really control it. It's just a bad game mode. It really is. I'm gonna make sure I try to vote against it if that ever happens again, because I want to get a nice good backstab in, you know. I'll try and get in and just kill someone straight up from behind. It's always the funnest way to play. It's just hard to do. I'm not even gonna vote because I'm pretty sure I already know what map's gonna get picked. Manifold is a very popular map. Okay, so this might work out. Maybe. We'll see. Dominion forces everyone into the center of the map.
Online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Because you have to hold the beacon or you lose. It's basically Conquest, but with only one objective to capture. So, again, just forces everybody into that place.
Override engaged.
This will actually be much healthier, I believe, for us in general. We're going to take the sort of long way around here. I think I'm gonna hide under here.
Artillery strike online.
Me and this other guy trying to get behind the enemy team here. Let's see. Can we do it successfully? Where is the enemy team? That's the first thing we gotta figure out.
Target
Where are they?
acquired.
Oh, there's a stalker.
New target
There's another stalker.
acquired.
Crap, he saw us though.
Right arm
Nope.
critical damage.
Nope, that guy's actually got some scary firepower. I don't want anything to do with that.
Warning, incoming missile.
We're gonna run out here for a minute
Online.
Target spotted.
to pick and choose our timing. But I found where the enemy team is. They have some stalkers.
New target acquired. Warning, incoming missile. Right arm destroyed. Warning, incoming.
Looks like they have some LRM boats. That's not healthy for us.
Target spotted.
We'll flee under here.
destroyed.
That'll get us around. Ugh, this is kind of a tough match.
Spotted.
Artillery strike online.
In all honesty, it's kind of a tough match. This map is kind of 50-50 on whether or not you can get behind anybody. They spotted me early, so that kind of ruined my chance at that a little bit. But maybe if they drop down, or if they're not looking, if my team is over there, then they're looking in that direction, which means there's a guy. Yes, this guy. Oh, he's a medium. He's actually gonna wreck me instead. Crap.
Flag critical damage. Left
This actually looks like somebody we fought earlier.
right torso destroyed.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Torso critical damage.
Need assistance.
Left torso Leg destroyed. Left arm destroyed.
Yeah, I'm basically dead
Left
now.
leg critical damage. Machine gun destroyed. Machine gun ammo destroyed. Heatsink destroyed.
Spotted.
Machine gun ammo at 25%.
It'll be a miracle if I can even get close enough to shoot anybody now.
New target acquired.
I'm surprised I'm not already dead. Yeah, no, I should be dead.
New target acquired.
They're all lined up over there.
Target spotted.
So getting legged is extremely bad,
Target spotted.
because now I'm stuck at 50 kph.
Acquired.
It's like the worst nightmare for a light mech. I'm surprised I'm not dead already, but yeah, nope. There we go. Yep, that's it. Still, it looks like my team is going to win. The distractions on those stalkers earlier probably pulled the stalkers out of position.
LRM ammo at
So those mechs I harassed at the beginning, pulling them out of position was apparently fatal to their team.
Need assistance.
Shots coming from Echo 3.
Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and wait for them to hunt down one last stealth mech. That's no point. No point in that. So, but you get the idea. We got behind the stalkers, we distracted them, but we didn't actually get the chance to, like, just straight up destroy them. HPG funnels people into that smaller area there in the center. Makes it hard to get behind people sometimes. Unless you have ECM, then it's really easy to get behind people. But all the ECM mechs don't have the same firepower that the Piranha has. The Piranha has just crazy good backstabbing power in exchange for being a little easier to detect coming. If Piranhas had ECM, that would be terrifying. Oh my gosh, that'd be almost impossible to counter. You wouldn't see them coming, and then you would just be dead the next second. So what's that other game you mentioned, Avalon? You mentioned FF7 and DK64, and what was the other one? Stellaris or something? What is that? I don't know that game. Sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't know what that game is. Oh, they moved on to League of Legends? Huh. League is occasionally fun. Oh, okay. That sounds cool. I don't know anything about Stellaris, but I do know lots about League. Tell me, what champ? Oh, you don't. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Ah, You're a Smite player, not League. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, you wish Smite were good. Yeah, you know something, though? League is not terribly good either. So, don't worry. You're not missing that much.
Reactor online.
Well, looks like Conquest again, because I forgot to vote against it. But I'll see if I can backstab somebody. I'm in the laser piranha this time.
Command a warrior. Capture resources and wipe the surface clean of any enemies.
We'll see what happens. Trying to get down to that 2,000 calorie diet, eh?
We've captured Gamma. Resource point Sigma is now controlled by the enemy.
That sounds a bit challenging. But I hope you're seeing the benefits.
We have data.
I'll be very surprised if another enemy mech doesn't show up here.
Kappa has fallen. Resource point Epsilon is ours.
Oh. It didn't. They didn't. That's very strange. No other enemy mech trying to take Epsilon. Okay. Sure thing.
Need assistance.
Target acquired.
So you're dieting and you're still exercising?
We got one over at Delta 5, guys. Poking around there. I see some lights. We get him.
Careful with cutting your calories too much if you're going to keep up the exercise. Ouch, that was a unnecessary fall. Okay, if you say so, man.
Holy shit, they're all decent.
New target acquired.
Oh, that's not good. I'm trying to backstab. Trying to backstab, and they're all gonna spot me.
A good start. Keep holding the resource points, warriors.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
They're charging T5.
Aw, dang it, and I missed on top of that. Crap. I hate jousting. Alright, nope. Time to run away. Time to run away.
Target spotted. They are a quarter of the way there. Do not let them push ahead. Target spotted.
Oh my gosh, they're turned around now. Okay.
Target spotted.
Left leg critical damage.
Well, looks like we're jousting with this guy because he's not going to let us go. Tried to backstab, couldn't because for some reason this guy was in the back lines.
Critical damage. Heat level critical.
Wait forever for us to cool off so we can actually fight back.
Critical damage.
Yeah, the trap. Is that a
Heat
lot
level
of the gun?
critical.
We are more maneuverable than this guy.
Heat level critical.
At this point, I'd be happy to win just the fight here with this guy. Oh my gosh. Dang it. Yep, see, this is what can happen as a light mech. This is what can happen if you get spotted. You'll be chased down by a medium mech like the Cicada,
Artillery strike online.
and just all sorts of bad things will happen. Like, I didn't get any work done there, basically. I spread a bunch of damage all over that Cicada, so it's super weak, but, like, that's all I amounted to in that game, so... Yeah, sometimes you get good games, sometimes you get bad games, and it's hard to really control what you get. This is why I prefer playing larger mechs. And we're down, like, 1-8, so we're not winning that game. This is why I prefer playing larger mechs. They have a tendency to work more often than they fail. Light mechs are very gambly. However, there is another style of backstabber. Yeah. Normally, like, high risk, high reward is... It's a play style that does work, and I do like it. I do have fun with it, but it's very game dependent. What I mean is, in MechWarrior Online, I prefer some degree of consistency over risk-reward because this game has a tendency to pay out very poorly. It's very easy for the game to pay out very poorly. So, like other games, I love high risk-reward. Like, there are other games that I play that reward you for taking risks, but this game doesn't really reward you for taking risks. That's why I said, like, you should, as a good, a good thing for new players is to start out with heavies or assaults. But then as you get better, you can experiment with mediums and lights. Well, okay, but the only thing that means is that as you get better, you'll get better at assaults, you'll get better at heavies. Playing with mediums and lights is more like optional, you know? And like getting good with them does yield rewards. Like you saw that one game I played where I did amazing. Like, yeah. It's better to just play more consistent mechs. It really is. Hey, you know what? That happens in League too. You go 12-0 and people say you're playing it wrong. That happens in League too. League's even more toxic, but what to play now, though? I guess I could show off the other method of backstabbing. Here's the other way to play. To be perfectly honest with you, here's the best way to do it. This is the Commando. The Commando doesn't have anywhere close to the firepower that the Piranha has, but it's way more consistent at backstabbing because it has a thing called stealth armor. Stealth armor makes it so that the enemy cannot target you no matter what. Unless they are pointing a tag laser at you or they hit you with a PPC, which they should never hit you with a PPC. You are completely invisible to their sensors. This makes it very difficult to be spotted. Like piranhas, that's the biggest problem with piranhas. I tried to get in undetected so I could backstab somebody, and I got detected. Once they spot you, it's kind of over. Your chances of dealing a ton of damage are gone. But like here with the commando, it's the other way around. You don't deal a lot of damage, but your enemies really can't detect you. Like, it's very, very difficult for the enemy to find you. Like, they can still physically see you. It's just that without the ability to target you, you could duck behind a building, and then they have no idea which way you went when they turn behind that same building. You could have gone left, right, straight. They have no clue. It's very easy to evade people. So our job in the commando is to disrupt rather than to backstab and rip off components like piranha. With a piranha, you don't really want to disrupt the enemy. You want to like tear off pieces of the enemy and then run away with your advantage. Whereas a mech with stealth armor, like the commando, is better suited for staying in. Like, you go in, you shoot the enemy from behind to make them turn around. Because if they ignore you, you can kill them. But if they turn around, you're causing them to lag behind the others. You know, as their team moves around, you're causing, you know, them to turn around when your team might be shooting at them. So that would expose their flank to the enemy. Like, there's all kinds of good things you can do in a commando. This is the much more consistent way to play if you want to play lights. Solaris City is also a pretty decent map for this strategy too, because narrow corridors everywhere. Like, that does kind of trap us, but it traps them too. Like, we get behind them, we poke them, and then like they can easily get stuck in a crossfire.
Reactor online. Sensors.
So
online.
this should be
Online.
a much more fun way to approach
All
the light
systems
mech
nominal.
matchup.
Fleet command coming in. Capture the target
So
area
we're gonna
and
turn on our
engage
stealth
the
armor.
ground.
We're just shy of as fast as a piranha. But that's okay. We don't really need to be super fast. We're just here to make the enemies cry. So with our stealth armor up, our targeting range is very, very small. I'm gonna go around some more. But they can't target us at all, so that's
The hostiles have already started to make a dent. Be sure to stop them.
good trade. Now, let me see if I can find a safe angle to approach from. Oh. There's a guy.
Target acquired.
Don't know if he sees us or not. Also, we're in chain fire right now. Oh, there's the enemy team. Hi, guys. We'll go ahead and deploy our UAV. This is actually not where we want it to be. Yeah, that didn't turn out well. That's not where I want it to be. The enemy, my UAV is providing tons of tactical data right here. Like this is why I lost just now. all the enemy team was clustered together in one corridor. My team? Look at my team right now. They're all spread out like this. This is what I was hoping the enemy team would look like, but instead, that is not what they looked like. And so I got caught and killed. I tried to run past them and ended up running into more of them.
Alright, let's get a fire line towards box 5. We got a lance coming this way.
So that was unfortunate. I tried to show off a more consistent way to play, and instead, oh well. That's okay. I have another mech with stealth armor that is capable of much the same thing. It is arguably even more annoying. So I will show off that mech instead. And hope for better luck this time. That was just unlucky. Okay. I suppose so. Where did that come from? No, never mind. I'm not sure I want to know. Oh, Twitter. Yeah, that's fair. If it's random and completely off topic, yeah, it's probably from Twitter. Okay. So the Locust is just a different version of the Commando, really. It's another stealth armor mech. You go in with lasers and machine guns. You're actually even smaller and faster than the Commando. So you're even harder to hit. So let's see how this works this time. Also, let's see if we can get everybody connected. Yes, everybody's connected.
Hey, yo.
Hey, everybody.
Let's try.
Let's have some fun.
Reactor online.
Let's see how this goes.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Override engage.
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource points. Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
Okay, so this is what Frozen City Classic looks like when it's when it's actually not covered in a giant white fog. What the heck? Where is this taking me?
We have gained Epsilon.
This terrain still doesn't make any sense. How do I go up, game? How to go up into the tunnel is ideally where I want it to go. Oh my gosh. So weird. I hate.
We all want to march to Theta now?
Artillery strike online.
I do not like the fact that I'm the last in line.
I hate this tiny little.
Target spotted.
Theta is controlled by the enemy.
I hate the way this map is structured sometimes. It's hard to navigate. Sometimes on the edge. But looks like the enemy team's not going through the tunnel this time.
Target spotted.
You know something?
Give me that.
I'm going to do something a little uncharacteristic to make sure we're more or less good.
I'm gonna go check, see what's at Theta.
I'm going to actually take this cap. Or at least get it uncapped.
Bravo.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Zeus, don't be a hero. Don't peek over the hill.
Give me that thunderbolt.
Sounds like they're having fun over there. I sure wish this wasn't Conquest.
Engaging in, yeah.
As soon as this is mine, I'm going to quickly abandon it.
Juliet. Shoot him in the sides.
There we go. Just want to make sure we're not losing the cap war. And now, let's go in behind and disrupt.
The enemy is at
Kilo,
25%.
Where are they located?
India's Thunderbolt, he is sneaking over us. Hey, can you see there?
A quarter of the resources. Keep it up.
They're right above our guys. They're just right next to our UAV.
Okay, so this is what we do. We go in and out. We force the enemy to turn around or face our wrath. We are disruptors of the action. I think we might be being chased a bit. Possibly. Whoa. Yep, we're being chased a bit. That's actually good. We want the enemy to focus on us and not on our team. I want the enemy shooting a mech they can barely see or hit rather than the rest of my team. Like this Hellbringer, for example. I want him to be pointing in the wrong direction. In fact, I could probably kill this guy, even. Ah, crap. But I lost a leg in exchange. Somehow did a ton of damage to him, too. Okay. Well, all in all, that was actually pretty good. We actually got a couple components destroyed. We distracted what looked like 3 mechs. Okay, that's 3 mechs that were focused on us and not on the rest of our team. We are winning. At least in part because of that.
Well played, guys. Thank you very much. That was a great game.
GG.
Thanks for the fun match, everyone.
So we didn't get any kills, but we got a KMDD. So that's kill most damage dealt. That's this is their answer to kill sniping. Got a bunch of assists. We actually dealt 250 some damage. Again, 20-ton mech. We're a tiny, tiny little mech. We dealt 255 damage. We destroyed 4 components. Okay, we ripped that Hellbringer to pieces. We got a capture. We dropped a UAV in the middle of the enemy team so that our team could constantly see where the enemy was. We countered some enemy ECM just by being nearby. We got tons of flanking. We captured a base. Lots of different things that light mechs can do to earn good scores. Okay, that's going to do it for tonight, though. That's a reasonable game to go out on. Next week, I'm not sure. I have no idea. I want to do Breath of the Wild, but I also want to do Mega Man Zero. I don't know. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Like there was a game I wanted to do that I'm now forgetting. Oh yeah, that's right. I did want to eventually go back to Ori and do the hard mode playthroughs. I'll wait a little while longer on that, though. We'll see. I don't know which I'll decide to do. Probably Mega Man Zero. I will think of something. Play Minesweeper. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe when I have more viewers to troll with Minesweeper, I might do that for a second. Minesweeper tool assisted speedrun. Wow. I'll think of something. I'll figure it out. Actually, that's right. Twilight Princess. I need to look into getting a GameCube copy. I think I might do that and then maybe practice on the Wii version. Or maybe not. We'll see. I don't know. I will think of something for next week. Either way, Avalon, thanks for hanging out. Haiti and Twisted Elf, thank you for coming as well. I hope your torso feels less sore, Avalon. I wish you well with your dieting and exercise. It's always good to be getting in shape. You have a good night, man. I'll see you next Tuesday at 4 for something. Right. You have a good night, man. Hey guys, thanks for watching. This is where most people tell you to like, comment, and subscribe. And while I would appreciate you doing all that, if you enjoyed my content, come check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/TrinfiniteX so you can watch and chat with me while I make these. I'm a family-friendly streamer, so everybody's welcome. Throw me a follow on Twitch and Twitter so you can get notifications when I go live. Links will be down in the description. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to meeting you.